And hello there, ladies, gentlemen, and whatever gender you decide to be this week. I don't fucking know. Welcome to episode 3 of the Croc Block. Dear God, 3 episodes in. I've already beaten my record. I, of course, am your lovable, handsome, egotistical, who wrote that, ChaosCroc. We've got a few guests with us. As always, I am joined by, I say as always, but yeah. Anyway, here right now is Joe.
Yo.
She is the beep beep, I'm a sheep, of course.
Not the sexy sheep, though.
Sexy to me.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. We're also joined by 3 other people. We are joined, first off, by the lovable red toaster that everyone loves so much, Mecha the Tekka.
I'm not a toaster. Also, hi everybody.
We are also that giggling voice there. We'll introduce her. That is Beth.
Hi.
She and Mecha are artists that are very well known, I think, on Tumblr.
No, not well known. I wish, but not.
And of course, last and certainly least, I mean not least,
Hey.
we have the one, the only, the man with the golden guitar strings. At least I think they're golden. Sketchy Sounds.
Hello. You know, I have a comment to make with respect to what you said at the start there with regards to how many episodes you've done of this now, or which episode this is.
Uh-huh.
A new record!
Yes. Also, everyone be prepared for that. I think Sketchy's going to be voicing his synthesizer for a while with this.
I mean, I might.
Maybe.
Oh no.
So, I will also mention the fact that, oh, hang on. First off, my program's going to glitch there. There we go. First off, I will mention that Beth, Mecha, and Sketchy are, of course, those bronies that you've heard about.
Oh come on.
Yes, I said glitch. Hello. Yeah, we're going to be dealing with that today.
Yes.
So yes, these are those bronies that your mother have always warned you about.
No, that's mainly me. It's mainly me that your mother was warned you about.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I was warned about a handsome, tall Scottish person.
You're biased.
So today I will draw a pony, because why not? You know, that's
Yay, phones.
gonna be the thing here. Anyway, so let's get all the stuff out of the way first. Joe, how have you been since the last Croc Block?
I'm still alive from the last one. That's what I said, I suppose.
This was a triumph.
Making a note here.
Yes,
I
she.
can actually sing that in GLaDOS's voice.
You
funnily
can,
enough.
all in all.
Well, I'm glad. I, for one, am glad you're still alive.
I'm glad for that too.
I think we can all be glad of that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I should also mention that in the YouTube description, I will also be having links to where you could find Sketchy, Beth, and Mecha on Tumblr.
Oh, that's so nice of y'all.
Thank you so much.
Right, you better plug my stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna plug everyone except Mecha now.
Damn
No,
it!
wait. What I was going to say was, he's going to plug your stuff after he's done plugging you.
Oh my god.
I'm not confirming, nor am I not denying it either.
Oh my.
Oh, Mecha, you're so gay for me. You're making UF Alien jealous.
Ultra gay.
Anyway, Mecha, how about you? How are things with you?
Oh, I'm doing well, just, going through each day, going to work, coming home, arting, going to sleep, rinse and repeat.
And where are you working? Where are you working these days?
Well, I don't know think we've already gone this over. I don't know if like there's a US equivalent, but like the store chain over here is called Argos. Argos.
There's not really an equivalent of that in the US.
Yeah, no, we don't. All right, so for
In the US, like they don't like waiting in queues,
Yeah.
Well, there
Yeah.
you go.
which is the whole point of Argo.
Yeah.
That's kind of true, actually.
Oh god, you know what we need to do actually, in order to inform people what Argos is, you just need to find that Bill Bailey skit about Argos and link that in the description.
Yes, yes, that is the perfect way to describe it.
well, if anyone wants to know what Argos is, just fucking Google it. But it's essentially a place where you have a catalog, you see something you want, you say, I want this, you go there, you wait in a line, and, some random fuckers who work there will find it and bring it out to you. Becca's one of those fuckers.
Yeah. I just don't fuck your products. That'd be bad.
Very bad.
Well, I
You know
mean,
what
I'm...
Bridge Lana to write? To catch the tears of joy.
Wow.
Joe, have
I'm
you actually
sorry,
ever
that's
been to an Argos?
Yes.
Who hasn't who lives in Britain?
Everyone has been to
Yeah.
Argos.
You only haven't if you're not British.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Well,
like
okay,
a,
I've never been, so there you go.
Alright. It's
Well,
like
you're
a
not
rite of
British.
passage. Yeah, it's a rite of passage for all Brits. Like, you have to go into an Argos at least one point in your life, or else you've not ascended to true Britishism. English is... whatever.
Basically, I couldn't be bothered going to the Swedish shop, so I got
IKEA.
bookcases from Argos.
Yes.
Well, it's nice to know, Mecca, you actually have a job temporarily.
I mean, well, I don't know. I'm doing pretty well at it. They might keep me on afterwards, so, fingers crossed and all that.
Well, hey, I mean, that'd be great. That means you can actually buy the things instead of just getting angry that you can't.
Yeah!
Yeah.
I could also throw more money at you for commissions.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. You'll be waiting a while. Anyway,
Throw some,
mean like I am
throw
right
some money
now?
at me?
yeah, throw money at
Yeah,
Beth.
I'll throw money at Beth as well.
Or better yet, throw money at Joe.
I've not got my commissions on.
Oh.
Beth does. So you can
Don't throw money
her.
at me. Unless, if you want to throw money at me, that's fine, but you're not getting anything.
Buy her an iron brew.
I'll just buy some Neorobia products.
So we'll just say that as a side note for everyone. Beth is open for commissions. Buy things from her.
All right, now.
Well, we're not allowed to plug ourselves.
I'm going to be plugging you in the YouTube description.
I'll be plugging you later.
Hush now.
All right. I don't even know what fucking pony I'm drawing. You know what? Screw it. Nightmare Moon.
Because of
Well, you mean Nightmare Sans. Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Wow.
We're not going there. Okay, so... Beth, how about you?
How about me? What?
How are you doing?
Oh, I'm okay. I'm arting away right now.
Are you working on any interesting projects lately?
Well, I'm working on Paperclip, but I'm not actually working on that right this minute in time. But there is Paperclip stuff, which is awesome. There's sketchy, can probably tell you more.
And for those of you that are curious, no, by paperclip, she does not mean the mascot from Microsoft Word.
No. That was called Clip It anyway.
Although it'd be funny if Clip It and Paperclip did meet.
Clip It would not come out of it alive.
Becky, you're showing your age.
Who's
Fuck
doing the race?
you!
Oh, him.
Goddamn crazy kids, get off my lawn.
You see these young whippersnappers these days with their modern office products and their modern things, and they don't remember the good old days when you had your little office assistant people left them doing the things for you and teach you how to do the stuff.
To be fair,
Don't
I
forget
always
to
use,
breathe.
always use a dog with a cat more than the Paperclip.
Yeah, they were better.
Oh, Lord.
Why did they get rid of the Paperclip thing?
Because people hated it. I mean, I know that's unprecedented for Microsoft, to remove something that people hate, right?
Yeah.
But apparently that was why.
What do you
I've
know?
not seen an office assistant in ages.
What do you know? Microsoft actually can do something good. All right,
Yeah.
and Sketchy, what about you? What have you been up to lately?
Mostly
Gaming
being in the
non-stop.
debt management hell. For reference, I am government scum in a roundabout way, because I work for HMRC, which is the UK's tax authority. Although I don't actually collect taxes, I actually give money out, oddly enough. But the problem is, like, I'm also trained for debt management stuff, and recently at work I have had nothing but debt management calls all day, every day, all the way through my shift, even on late shift, right up to the end of my shift. And it's insanity. But other than that, I'm great.
Gaming away as usual.
I did turn a year older 2 days ago, so there's that.
Nice.
Yeah, he
Well,
leveled
2
up.
days ago from the date of this recording. So I got Monster Hunter Stories for my birthday, so I've been playing that non-stop, as Beth said. And
Oh!
having fun with that.
I forgot to. I kept meaning to bring this up. So I've been watching a few of. So I watched a lot the cutscenes from Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite,
Uh-huh.
and one of the things about it is like a lot of the worlds have been fused together.
Uh-huh.
So I think like there's a like isn't there a Monster Hunter city that's like called Valhalla or something?
It's not called Valhalla. I'd have to look up the stage name. Valhabar. That'll be it. Valhabar.
Okay, that's been fused with Black Panther's country of Wakanda into Valkanda.
Wow.
So you have this great. It's like everything in the game is believable except for the scene that takes place there, because it's like you've got like this female monster hunter who comes up with Ryu, who's been captured, like Ryu from Street Fighter. And when Black Panther asks him what he's doing there, Ryu's response is that he was part of an expedition team of scientists there to study the dimensional distortions and everything. And I'm like, yeah, you're with the group of fucking scientists. Yeah, right. Okay.
Well, I mean, he's wearing a white coat. Scientists wear white coats.
He's wearing what's
totally
left of.
scientist.
He's wearing what's left of a coat. But the great thing is like, and where are? It's like only one scientist is with me though. It's like, and where is this scientist? And the Hulk just jumps out. Roar!
I mean, it's not wrong.
Yeah, I mean, he is a scientist, so that's great.
There's like a lot of great things. Like at one point, Rocket keeps tapping Mega Man X's Buster, and it's like, where can I get one of these?
Yeah. How many people get killed with this?
Like Morrigan flirts with fucking Ghost Rider.
Oh, wonderful. Mind you, this is Morgan. She'll flirt with anyone.
True. Like, hey, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Has anyone tried to do like a Ghost Rider Undertale thing, or?
Surprisingly, I've not seen it. However, at MCM, I got a picture of Sans and Skeletor.
Yeah.
So that made me happy.
Sans and Skeletor.
Is that
Yeah.
where...
They were saying
sorry.
something to each other, but I can't remember what it was.
I was just going to ask,
So-
is that where Scott got his Sonic comic signed?
Yeah, he managed to get Troy Baker to sign it.
So cool.
It's like he could have got anything, but no, he remembered that he played a part.
He played.
Plays SBO.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm like, I've got Soul Eater mangas right there. I'm like, Excalibur.
Because it's not Sonic, Joe.
I know.
Not Sonic.
Oh, but
Sonic's way cooler.
it was dead weird because like all the Power Rangers were kinda there.
Oh, don't. Really?
Like the Blue Ranger, the Yellow Ranger,
Oh, man.
like the old Yellow Ranger and the old Black Ranger, and then Johnny on Bosch.
Yes, Zero.
I could have met him at MCM Manchester, but guess what? I didn't have a job then.
Yeah.
You know, I would love to meet Johnny Young Bosch one day, and just to tell him, it's like, you know, yeah, I loved you in Power Rangers, but if I have to pick an anime where I really, really, really adored you in, I really loved you as Vash from Trigun.
Yes! Oh my god, he was so good in that.
See, I wanted to oh yeah, Ricky, I met up with Caitlin.
Oh yeah, how's she?
She's good. She's good. She lined up for the Bosch, and she got her case for Persona 4 signed, and he signed it as Yu Narakami, who's the protagonist, and also as Adachi, who I wanted the signature for. I want a poster with Adachi and him signing it.
Oh, nice.
Very nice, yes.
Is Caitlin still with William?
No.
Oh, they broke up?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
That's what it is made of. Love and peace!
Are they still friends, or?
I don't know.
Is it really something we should be talking about?
Well, no, I'm not.
It's a bit awkward, so yeah, I'm not going to say anything.
Well, no, I'm not going to go into it publicly. I was just curious.
But no.
Okay. As for me, I've just been kind of, work, drawing, sometimes able to get some sleep. I did something I've never done today.
What?
Okay, so I didn't go to bed last night until close to midnight. I did not actually wake up until exactly 12 hours later.
Wow.
Whoa.
I slept for a full 12 hours. I've never done that before.
Wow.
Wake up refreshed then?
Sleeper over here.
Wake up all refreshed?
I woke up starving.
That tends to happen.
I woke up so goddamn hungry.
Whoa. What happened?
What, did your audio go? Yep. Okay.
Oh dear. I guess you jinxed it.
Technical difficulties with glitchy, right? Glitchy. Sketchy.
Is that going to affect the recording?
No. I mean, it'll just, he's no longer in the recording till he comes back.
Damn it, glitchy.
But yes, just, work has been keeping me busy, unfortunately.
Ugh. It's been keeping me busy too. Got not a long shift really, but I'm not sure how to describe it really.
All right. Oh, poor Sketchy.
That's unfortunate.
Sketch.
Oh dear, something's happened.
We're professionals here, but
No, we're not.
right, Joe?
Hmm?
We're professionals, right?
Oh, totes, yeah.
Yeah. We're totally not.
So professional. Wow. So talented and professional.
But yes.
Hey,
so,
guys.
Hey.
We still can't hear you. Okay, we'll be right back.
All right.
Oh dear. Oh no.
Apologies in advance for all of this. But anyway, so I should probably, since I'm drawing ponies, we should probably talk just a wee bit about it. Joe may not seem like it, but she does actually have a pony character.
I have
2?
3
3.
characters.
You have 3.
Oh, there we go.
We're back.
Welcome back.
Ta.
Okay, so obviously I know, Joe, you have Spiral Desire
Yeah.
because she's in Lunatic. There was also 2-Bits.
Mm-hmm.
I think she was the wheelchair one.
Mm-hmm.
What was the third one?
She was made for a contest for the Glasgow Bronies, but she never got picked. Her name's Rennie Rose.
Oh.
What did we miss?
Oh, we're finally on the topic of ponies.
Falconhoof one, the one that's in the recent thing I uploaded with Nessie, and they're playing Portals.
How nice.
Oh, damn Portals.
Ah, yes, because you're doing stuff for Brony Scott.
Yes.
Now you're thinking with portals.
What are
I'm going to
they?
be at Bernie Scott as well.
Yay!
I'm going to be performing, says Beth.
Meow.
You're gonna be what?
Awesome.
Performing, as
Oh.
in singing.
Oh, I thought you said promming.
No.
What?
I'm just like, aren't you a little old to going to the prom?
Yes, we're performing. Oh, yes.
Oh, jeez.
Dear me.
I never had a date for prom. It could work.
Well,
What's a prom? How do I feel?
what's a prom?
Exactly.
Wow.
Everyone in my school was going on about the prom. I was just like, yeah, whatever. I'm gonna stay home and watch cartoons.
Yeah.
Perfect.
But yeah, so yeah, I use Spiral Desire in Lunatic because, well, she seemed kind of fitting for it. Plus, I'm sure some of you have noticed when you see it that I have trouble drawing her in that her boobs always change size with each panel.
Yeah, especially in that one particular panel.
I was rushing!
Uh-huh.
And, my dick took over.
Wow.
At least you're being truthful about it.
Yeah, I'm being truthful.
Oh, that was another thing. Spiral has a little brother.
Does she?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
His name's Dual Screen.
I do remember that name.
Yeah, because it wasn't me that designed him.
Who designed
It
it?
was my little brother.
Oh, right, Jack did. Yeah.
Yeah, Jack drew, he told me what way he wanted the hair and stuff. And I was like, oh, that's so cute. And then he just turned around and he's like, I don't want to be a brony anymore.
Wow.
I'm like, fuck you then.
I want to design a pony character. Okay. I don't want to be a pony anymore.
Oh, well, he's at that age, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah. That age where it's like you're not quite sure what it is you want.
Not sure if want.
Yeah, I don't really have... Well, okay, no, excuse me. I have, one pony character that I could say is my own, and that's Tinker Talk, but that doesn't really count because that's just basically a nice pony version of Croc.
Yeah.
it's more steampunk, though.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose I kinda sorta own Icicle as well, but I don't know how that works. Like, Mecha, are you gonna let me have her, or...
Well, you need to go back to Sketchy there because, Freeze Pop belongs to Sketch.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but the way I draw Icicle, she doesn't even look like that anymore.
It is the thing. Freeze Pop's a derivative of Mecha Freeze. Well, Mecha Freeze Pop is a derivative of Freeze Pop, and Icicle's a derivative of Mecha Freeze. So
Yeah.
God, it's like one of those court cases.
Yeah.
Who gets custody of her?
Overseer.
Lol.
Considering she fucking created her in the first place. Yeah, I mean, like, I can't really say, oh, hey, Lunatic is my character, because it's just basically, like, you know...
It's
It's a wind-up Luna with maniac hair.
yeah, I was gonna say it's basically a wind up Luna, Nightmare Moon, and the Maniac all smooshed together.
Yeah, which
There's an idea for an orgy.
Yep. Which
Wow.
it's really weird how I came up with that idea anyway.
Oh.
Yeah, because it's like, okay, first of all, I entirely blame you guys for this.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
it's our fault.
What did we do?
Because I started talking to you guys, and then, like, literally a week later, I was telling Joe, I want to do a pony blog.
No, sorry.
I like had a pony blog like years ago, and he even didn't take up to it then.
Yeah.
That's when I had my 2-bits, like Agony Ant blog, which is now a Sans Agony Ant blog. So
Yeah.
I just want an Agony Ant blog without attaching a character to it.
Lol.
Well, the next one will be Ask Jebun if she cares.
Spoilers.
Ah,
It's not.
yeah. Yeah, that'd be good, because there's days that I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Oh, did Steven ever show you the sketch I did of Jebun?
No.
Oh, you didn't. What a
Maybe
dick!
I don't know. My brain's like mush right now.
What a dick! Okay, I will send it to you right now. Then I can get your reaction here on the block.
Oh, pardon me.
Wonderful.
That was beautiful.
Sorry.
But there you go. I drew Croc and her in the center, and I kind of drew like Croc's like, "You're a rabbit now? I've been one for a year now, dumbass."
Drifter.
You're so cute, and yet you'll numb your face.
Did I do good with her?
You did good.
Also, Joe, interesting thing. Look below them. I drew Zoomer.
Yeah, I see him.
Zoomer was actually my original Sonic character. He was my donuts.
Radical.
Yeah. Like, the best way I can describe him is just like, imagine every 80s surfer cliche.
Whoa, dude.
Dude, I'm gonna shoot the girl, man!
Totally
Watch me go hang time.
The worst thing, though, is that I know if I ever tried to bring him back, I would get so much shit in a heartbeat because of him. Because when I created him, it was around that time in my life that I was obsessed with, like, the old school Tony Hawk games.
Dude.
And it's like, the idea for the character was that he had robotic legs that could enable him not to run at high speed, because that was stupid. But he could basically use them to magnetize himself to any surface. So he could just, like, run up walls, you know, run across the ceiling, you know, things like that. But he had a hoverboard, because I also loved Back to the Future too. So I gave him a hoverboard, and basically he would fight by, like, literally just, like, kick-flipping into people, using his board as his weapon.
You know who he's reminding me of right now?
Who?
Have you ever played Kid Chameleon?
I know of it.
There's basically a hoverboard character in that. And it's totally reminding me of that.
It wouldn't surprise me. But, yeah, it's like, I know that a few times when I've explained the character and done, like, a little sketch of them, they're like, so did he literally become ChaosCroc? And I'm like, no. Yes.
Maybe.
Yeah, tell the truth, he did.
Yeah,
You were even going to try and make him use, like, part of his backstory. I'd be like, in the Sonic verse, that's what he turned into. He got roboticized.
Yeah, that.
ChaosCroc.
Yeah. Oh God, I was stupid.
Well,
Oh, because I even had a bullshit thing where like he was like a fanboy of the Babylon Rogues.
oh god.
Oy oy.
Yeah, the Telluratical.
I know that at one point I tried to get Joe to help me bring him back, and Joe actually designed a mechanic character for him.
Uh-huh.
I don't remember what we named her, but the gag was that she's actually one of the bird characters that has boobs. And
yeah, because she's a blue tit.
Yeah, because she's a blue tit.
Wow.
That reminds me of the thing I said once when I saw, like, there were some tits in the garden once, and it was a particular species, and I'm like, oh look, a pair of great tits.
What do you like?
Oh, Lord. If I had a nickel for every bad idea I've had, I wouldn't have to worry about having a job anymore. But yeah, so now, like, yeah, so right now Joe just kind of does the Undertale rounds and dealing with the drama that comes with that. Which, you know, I said this at the start, but it's amazing how much drama can come from a video game that's about, you know, love and determination.
You can't go there. You can't go there. The amount of drama I've been through with the bronies as well. It's just I'm a very confrontational person.
Oh.
I don't like bullies.
Yeah.
But yeah, for like as much as I loved My Little Pony, like there was times that I couldn't get over the fact that how nasty some people could be. And it's just the same in every fandom. It's not just one fandom.
Oh no, you're right.
I mean, the
Humanity as a whole.
Undertale fandom.
We're crackling.
Yeah, we're cracking. I'll be right back. One sec, guys.
Okay. The Undertale fandom, from what I read, there was this artist who did a lot of Frisk X Sans
There you go.
artwork. And people kind of said, oh, you're a paedophile for doing that. Someone went to a convention, baked fucking cookies, and put needles in them and gave it to them.
I'm sorry. Wait, really?
Yeah,
Yep.
Jeez.
because they drew Frisk X Sans artwork.
Wow.
That's
fucked up, yo.
I get people saying, oh, you're a paedophile because Frisk. The thing is, that's the point of Frisk. Frisk is like, you don't know their age, you don't know their gender. It's a placement character, so they can be older and they can be younger.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
yeah.
it just doesn't make sense.
See,
The whole
it's stories like that make me shudder thinking about going to a pony convention because
pony convention, it's bro.
There we go. Oh,
Every
dude.
pony convention I've went to has been amazing.
well, no, it's just like because of what I draw, I just imagine it's like, hey, you're the guy that draws lunatic? Yeah, that's me, and I get punched in the face. You have a real problem with tits.
And you're like, no, and you're just like, no, I don't. I love them.
Yeah.
Beautiful birds.
Big old titties.
No. Gotta say it right. Tig old biddies.
Dear me.
But yeah, so, Joe right now does, like, the Undertale stuff. Mecha actually has a blog called Ask Robo Octavia Mark V, which is a mouthful, so we just go Ask Robotavi.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which Sketchy actually writes.
And I read one of those other blogs that you've mentioned too.
Oh, yes, Paperclip. But...
Easy as that.
No, he actually does help me write Lunatic.
Indeed. I organize his ramblings into sensible thoughts.
Yeah, which by the way, I need to like, I know I say I need to poke you about finishing up chapter 1, but I gotta get through the prologue first.
Yes, you do.
But yeah, he also has a character named Paperclip who, like, the best way I could describe it is, imagine if Equestria had computers. Now imagine if all of Equestria only had one IT person.
And that's her.
Can you imagine the hate coming from her? It would make Darth Vader cringe in fear.
It's like she'd approach me and I'd be like, I sense a disturbance in the Force.
You're gonna sense a lot more than that if you don't get away from the coffee.
I
Yeah.
suddenly just picture Paperclip in the place of Darth Vader at the end of Rogue One. And all the rebel soldiers are just like people who have problems and they've just pushed her too far.
No, all the rebel soldiers are people who are in the way of her in the coffee pot.
Yep.
I think she'd be very mad then to see it fly away from her. Like, what?
And
Yeah, then she'd immediately go from being Darth Vader at the end of Rogue One to being Darth Vader at the end of Episode 3.
No. And I know I'm probably gonna make Beth feel really bad, but I can't remember what she does.
She's the artist for Paperclip. Oh my god, Croc, you piece of shit.
Oh my god. Stop that.
Taking that
Look,
to make
it's
you feel
bad enough when Joe does it. Oh god.
Now Beth and Joe need to do that at the same time to just make you feel extra terrible.
Just destroy him.
Well, no, I think it would destroy all of us.
Joke's
I
on
have-
you. I'm already destroyed.
Omae wa mo shinderu.
Look.
We found a level here, have we, Lou?
No, you guys have no idea the ways that Joe knows how to torture me.
I'm very intrigued.
we're
to
willing
know
to
these
learn.
methods. Yes,
No, we're not making this a class. Come on. No.
but I got my notepad and everything.
Fuck you.
I mean,
He wishes you would.
I wouldn't say no, but
This is my life.
get used to it.
What's your point?
As I draw a giant-titted nightmare moon.
Glorious.
Glorious boobs.
She will
Yes.
eclipse the sun with them. Both of them.
I would be impressed, but meh, I'm a girl.
What?
Yeah,
Wait, what is
that's
that? No, hold on. I've met girls before that like boobs.
Beth prefers dick.
Yeah.
I have one of those.
Yeah, not yours.
Yeah.
Ow. Oh. Joe, my manhood's being threatened.
Well, you brought it up, so
I know.
Well, she's not wrong.
It's not up anymore. In fact, I think it's turned into a vagina at this point.
Academic XP has stopped working.
No, robots.
Oh my god, Becca, breathe.
Don't tell me what to do.
Breathe, Mecca.
Oh, that was Joe. Joe, I need to high five you for that when I see you.
awesome.
Oh.
Uh,
Ah, very good.
Hey,
Anyway, I need to head off. I'm sorry.
Aww.
you need.
At least I leave on a high note.
Yeah, you leave on a high. Well, we've still got a little bit, so yeah, we'll keep going for at least a little while.
I'll see you later.
All right, Joe.
See you later, Joe.
Bye.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh,
I'm gonna quickly share my work in progress at the moment.
my manhood.
Aw, dittos.
My yeah.
Joe just destroyed you and then some.
Yeah, she's good at that.
Oh, that looks cool, Nick.
Oh, that does look cool.
So
Yeah.
I guess for the uninitiated, so, because this is going to go up on YouTube where a lot of people might not know anything about your blogs or anything. How would you each describe what your blogs are about?
Would you want to go first?
I make pretty art. I just do what's on the paper.
Okay, well there's Beth.
I just follow a script.
Well, okay, you know what? Since Sketchy kind of writes for not only yours, Mecha, but mine as well.
And
In fact, technically speaking, I write for all the blogs here that are represented here.
Yeah. So-
In fact, I basically do. I write
really
Lunatic
do.
and RoboTV and Paperclip, so I basically write all the blogs.
Start talking.
yeah, okay, go ahead. Start talking then.
Okay. Well, Robot Octavia Mark V is, as the name suggests, follows the adventures of Robot Octavia Mark V. She is a robot version of Octavia, because the guy who had the idea likes Octavia, I guess.
Not the other one.
And, well, that's true. I quite like Octavia as well. Anyway, yes. Octavia Mark V is, she is a robot who has free will, which puts her in a class aside from the majority of her quote-unquote sisters, because they are bound by the will of their creator, which is a robot version of Lyra. However, yes. Her creator, Robot Lyra, was in turn created by an entity known as the Overseer, or to give her her actual name, it's an acronym which is Clarion. And she's quite a vicious, malevolent, and evil, well, yes, artificial intelligence bent on nothing less than taking over the entire world and converting it into basically a paradise for robots. Because the thing is, the way she sees it is, well, the organics have done a terrible job of, making the planet peaceful, because there are still wars, there's still conflict and so forth. So hey, if she takes over, then there won't be any, because no one will be programmed for that. So, yeah, obviously, Tavy Mark V is against this idea and is working to prevent it, and the blog follows her as she goes on her adventures and tries to thwart the plans of the evil folk in her life.
Also, every chapter someone dies.
Not every chapter. Anyway, so next on the list would be Lunatic, which is drawn by ChaosCroc.
Hello.
And written by the both of us, in that Croc has the overall ideas, and then I am basically responsible for refining those ideas into a coherent script. That follows, well, the titular character, Lunatic, emphasis on tittle. She is basically she's an odd fusion of Nightmare Moon and Princess Luna and the Maniac, all in a wind-up doll body. And basically, and this I don't know how much of this has been revealed in the actual blog so far, but basically,
So possible spoilers.
her whole blog is set in a future. Well, it's set in a timeline where the Changeling attack came a lot sooner than it did in canon. So Princess Luna wasn't there for it, and Princess Celestia was not at her was not at her best, having only recently dealt with Princess Luna. She was still exhausted, so to speak. So when Chrysalis turned up, she took over, basically, and took Celestia down as well. So in this future, the Changelings more or less reign supreme, except for a few pockets of resistance, and one major one, the Crystal Empire. And Lunatic has been designed as the Resistance's last best hope of victory, more or less. But I won't go into the details of how or why she is, because that'll be revealed in the blog soon enough.
Exactly. It's basically a thing where it's like the changelings are now like, the high class society, and normal ponies are either second class citizens at best or food.
Yes. And then the last on the list of blogs that we have represented here would be, of course, my own Ask Paperclip. That is set... Fun little factoid, this is actually set in the same universe as Ask Britannia, which three of us here used to be a part of the crew for. Mm-hmm. And this is a universe where Equestria is basically... It's beginning to crawl its way up the Moore curve, so to speak, in that computers have recently been invented and they're beginning to develop at an increasingly fast rate. Paperclip, whilst not the inventor of the computer or anything like that, is an IT whiz. She basically is the Royal Guard's most organised, most computer-savvy pony. And she basically she's basically the head of the Royal Guard's IT department because she understands computers the best and really knows her way around coding, around hardware, around software, you name it.
Plus, I get the feeling nobody else wants to bother learning it.
Well, I mean, there are those who do, but there's only this is basically a time when it's still a case of computer scientists are still very much just as much scientists as they are techies. And her work basically takes her all over Equestria because basically, although she is officially part of the Royal Guard, because she's basically part of she's a crown servant basically, so that means that if her services are required across the kingdom, then they can be offered. And because she's basically the brightest and best that they've got, then she frequently gets called over to various other places around the world, around the Kingdom of Equestria at least, to help service machines all across the country. She doesn't like people, because people are stupid, and people make mistakes, and people give the computers wrong information and make them do the wrong things, and it's very, very frustrating. And she tends to give very snarky and sarcastic replies to questions that are submitted to her. Like the time that someone submitted a question to her asking about why they had a problem with their browser when they'd just effectively been visiting porn sites. So she's like, well, if you didn't go to these dodgy websites, you wouldn't get malware, you dumb bastard. Except in kinder words than that. Marginally kinder words than that. But yes, right at the moment on her blog, we are actually doing a crossover with Ask Britannia, which has been dormant for ages now, and it probably never will come out of dormancy, but basically it was a case we decided we would cross-post onto that so that those who loved our original work on that can basically, still follow us and see what we're up to now.
Also, I should point this out that the Lunatic story and the Robotabby story are indirectly linked.
Yes.
They're not in the same universe as each other, but there are some events that happened in Robotabby that altered still happened.
In Lunatic, yes.
For instance, I will point this out, and Mecha will probably make the usual joke, that the character Icicle is based off of a one-shot, pun intended, character from the Robotaffy blog that was basically a defective copy of Mecha Freeze.
Yes.
Yeah, she really got ahead of herself there.
And there it is.
The joke for the uninitiated is, in the comic, that particular defect got its head blown off.
And technically in Lunatic, the same thing happened.
And Croc got really upset because that was his favorite defect.
Well, I liked it. I don't know what it is about the emo hair over one eye that I really like.
It's not even hair. That's the thing. It's just like a
rust.
plate of metal.
It's still
it's metal.
it insinuated hair.
Yeah, you said it, not me.
Hey.
You Mecha still have to finish that comic I asked you for.
You, Croc, need to finish my commission.
Ooh.
Two can play at this game.
Tonight on the Croc blog, ultimate shit talking.
Oh, trust me, Mecha will not win that.
Yeah, that's true. But the point still stands.
Yeah. Did you ever show Sketchy the comic?
I don't think I have.
Huh, maybe you
What
should.
comic is this?
We did a little thing where it's like we're doing a little trade, which I need to actually get started on. It's like he wants something involving Talk and the Overseer. And I asked for a little thing where it's like, kind of like an alternate take on that whole storyline, where that defect I like actually captures Mark V and does some like Borg-like conversion to turn her into a kind of Mecha Freeze duplicate,
Alright.
so to speak. Basically, like, you know, creating more of itself.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
As far as I know, he's done.
Pages of... Oh.
We are the Borg. Resistance is futile.
Oh no, Glitchy going ooh.
Yay.
The voice is already off, so.
You know, I've been playing it now long because I can't.
Well, I guess I'm stuck with this egg.
What
But
egg
yeah,
is
I've got 2 pages of that, of like my half for you, Croc. I just kind of stopped because
He got Croc blocked.
it? Ooh.
Oh.
no, it's more waiting to see what he does.
Yeah.
So you basically have been Croc blocked.
Yeah. Anyway, here is a line art of Nightmare Moon. I'll probably color it later and upload it. But it's getting up to
Yeah.
it's getting up to the hour mark.
No.
Oh, 10 nose.
Already?
Time flies when you're having fun, my good sir, which doesn't explain why I flew here.
Nah, I'm kidding.
Hey.
But yes, I will go ahead and show off a couple of things here in the stream, though.
Mm.
Ooh.
Let's see. All right.
That is a boobtacular Nightmare Moon.
Ow.
It is.
So let's see. I will show off. First of all, the kind of art you can expect from the Robotaffy blog. So you need to pick something relevant. Okay, so this is relevant. An example of what you could expect. Here's Mecha Freeze in a maid outfit.
Oh, God.
Ay, ay.
Yada.
She's very happy about it too.
No, she's not.
She's very, very happy.
As you can plainly see.
Yes. No, in all seriousness. Okay, so you've heard us talk about the Overseer.
You ran.
This is an image I had Mecha do for me. That was the background on my phone for a long time.
Ah, yes.
Yay! So pretty. Right, you are.
Well, I mean, you're not wrong.
Yay!
And then, of course, there's this overseer.
I'm just waiting for the stream to catch up so I can comment. Oh, yes, that one.
I colored that one.
Yes, Beth actually took one of my sketches and vectored it.
Indeed.
I do that one on board.
Yep.
But no, in all seriousness, let's see this. Where's that fucking thing? So this is what Robotavi Mark V looks like. She's essentially a robot Octavia. Although,
That's the old reference.
yeah, I don't have the new one yet.
You should fix that, Mecha.
What? They're on the blog.
That is. Croc, you should pull your act out and download it.
Yeah. I'll do it when I give a fuck. But
Wow.
but yes, I don't have anything saved right now of Paperclip, unfortunately.
But I thought I linked you like some of my stuff.
You did. I just
I
haven't.
like linked something like the other day in our chat.
I mean, I do have this saved that you did.
To catch up again.
Yeah, that's spelled.
Yeah,
Yeah.
svelte.
Give me 2 seconds though.
Das ist ich.
Literally 2 seconds.
Or mich would be the correct term here, I think.
I don't even. I'm gonna try and pronounce her full name here and probably fuck it up.
You will.
There you go, Croc, if you really want to show paperclip stuff.
All right. So Contessa Sveltjanka von Nocturne.
Hey, not bad. You actually got it pretty much spot on.
Yay!
He didn't he, Contessa?
Yeah.
Serdianka Filomena von Nocturne.
Yeah. It's missing the Philomenia in there, but you can blame that on the guy who did the picture. He kind of forgot it. Which is funny for creating me. Lol.
No.
It's like, how the fuck did you forget my other name? Well,
But yes, also here's an example of Paperclip. You see on the left, there's Paperclip, and on the right is Freeze Pop, who does not look robotic, and I feel gypped.
Because that's the original.
I like the robot better. Robot is superior.
Yeah, we'll see about that in Lunatic later.
Spoilers.
Yep.
Jinx.
And I'll show one more thing of mechas. Like, I don't even know what the fuck this is. I think this is a joke that he did.
Let's see.
Like, I don't know what the fuck this is, but...
Oh, I don't think that's a joke.
Jeez.
Well, that's going back a while.
Yeah, that was gonna be an original. That was like, I was originally, before Sketchy came up with a somewhat better idea. That was gonna be the Overseer's take on a Mark VI and a big FU to Lyrabot.
Yep.
Now I look back on it, God, I could have done so much better there.
I mean, if you still want to use that idea, I can design one.
We'll see.
Because I'm very good at designing evil characters.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
well
but
aware.
You give him really big boobs though.
I can make this one pony.
Are you sure about that?
I actually now have blank pony bases that I'm going to be experimenting with. So I'm going to be pulling one of your things, taking the base and tracing over it. And it's not bad to say tracing.
What about Tracer?
She's lovely calories here.
She is such a shit character. But no.
One shot.
Well, I can expect a lot of comments in this video now.
Yep, well done.
Come into my parlor, says the spider to the fly.
And there goes my pants. But and just to even things out, I will show off an example of Lunatic. So here's one of the panels I did of her basically lovingly embracing a changeling. And by that, I mean about to make his head pop like a cork on a wine bottle.
Yeah.
Pop.
Pop goes the weasel.
Or in this case, pop goes the changeling.
And
Popping noise.
in case you guys are wondering about the character I inherited from Mecha, there's Icicle about to make some crushed ice.
Balls.
And just a change, like, please don't break my butt.
I'm thinking no.
Worth a shot. And, there's another shot of Icicle along with Tinkertalk, who is totally not ChaosCroc. No relation. None at all. He's totally ChaosCroc. But... But yes, I do have fun with it, and Beth actually did help me for a while with it.
Yay.
At least for one of the updates.
Well, somebody had to color it for you.
Yeah, no, I was too lazy to do it myself.
Lol.
You need to kick it the button, make sure you get on the rest of these.
Well, I'm actually going to be streaming tomorrow with James,
Sweet.
where I'm going to be working on the panels and such.
I saw.
Ultra sweet.
And once again, I need to mention, I'm gonna miss it.
It's okay. You'll be
working
there in
again.
spirit. You'll be there in spirit, Mecha. I'll make sure to make a toaster joke in your name. Me. But yes, I think that will do it for today's episode of the Croc Block. Also, apologies for Joe leaving suddenly. Her pain medication kicked in. We normally record this like early in the morning, but I actually slept for a full 12 hours today, which I've never actually done before.
Yep.
So, yeah. But yes, I'm sure she will thank everyone for watching this as well. Thank you, Mecha, Beth, and Sketchy for joining us.
No worries.
Tis fun.
You're welcome.
And as I said, I will link to their respective blogs in the Tumblr below. Definitely check out Paperclip and Robotavi. They are excellent, excellent blogs.
Yes.
You have ChaosCroc approval!
Yay!
Not sure what that accent was supposed to be, but
Yeah, no idea either. But
it was a thing. Oh, and before we end, because I know people have been bugging the hell out of me about this, allow me to give you my thoughts about Daybreaker.
His thoughts are he'd hit that.
Yes.
No, it's like I suddenly just remembered that everyone has been like wanting to know my thoughts about Daybreaker, and I'm just gonna bring up a fan art image of her, just so we have some context here. So, for those of you that don't know, well, Nightmare Moon, everyone already knows who she is. She's like an evil Luna, like taken over by her own power or something. Or if you go by the comics, it's some kind of moon parasite, which that's bullshit. Daybreaker essentially was like Starlight Glimmer's interpretation of Celestia gone bad. Which I question Starlight Glimmer's mentality at this point. But it doesn't change the fact that I actually do love the design, except for one thing.
Which is?
The helmet. I don't know why, but that helmet is a pain in the fucking ass to try to draw. I don't know why that's the case, but it is. So that's why I haven't done a lot of fan art of her. It's that, it's that fucking helmet. But
Sure, you can find a way to simplify it.
Yeah, I'm going to. I'm going to find a way to simplify it. But yes, in a nutshell, I actually do love Daybreaker. I will quickly show off the closest to art I've done of her, which this was a commission for a good pony friend of mine named Dream Searcher. This is like Daybreaker, but like all clad in latex and shit, because, you know,
Of course.
why not? She doesn't have a helmet in this one, that's just her hair.
Yes.
Yes.
But yes, I do like how that came out. Anyway, thank you all for joining me on the Croc Block. I'm talking to you guys!
Oh, right. So I
Oh,
thought you were
right.
talking to the audience. You're welcome.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
that. No problem.
Ask us again anytime if we're around. We'll help.
Yep.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know when the next one will come out. Like I said, we try to do this weekly, but it never actually works out that way. Mostly because of my work schedule. Also, sometimes Joe gets ill, and she's pretty much given me the green light that if I want to record one and she's not around, just go ahead and fucking do it. Just find someone. So there will be a constant rotating cast of people that I have on this, but I will try to have Joe on more often than not because people love Joe.
And why not?
They love her. Although now I think they're going to love Beth more, considering she single-handedly crushed my penis.
Better than Mac blaming me for kicking him.
Yeah, we didn't tell that story, but Beth has kicked Mecca in the dick twice.
That.
No, once.
Just once, but
It's
that.
the dog that did it. The dog that did it the other time, if I recall.
Yeah, the dog, but that is a story for another time.
Yes, that is a story from that time. And I will see you all next time on the Croc Block.
Bye.
Some Croc times, some Croc channel.
Well, no, it's always going to be the same channel.